Get codes, everybody, because they will continue on the game called The Devil's Whisper. Where were we? Let's see. We're on chapter 5. Yeah. This is chapter 5. Only chapter 5. Yeah, I think I remember this part. What do? I can't let the stream sweep me away. Just with all my strength. Resisted. Kept doing my best not to let myself be overcome by the strength of that hand. But it wasn't long before it went from being a mere scare to actually becoming something to worry about. The stream of water which the river was pulling me was intensifying by the second. Gradually I began to lose resistance and was being pulled little by little until half of my body was in the water. God damn it, so much for resisting. When my body was finally almost completely off the ground and into the water, the possibility of resistance became even less. It was too late to do anything. After a few seconds, the force of the river caused me to be completely swept away. Crap. Ahead of me was a labyrinth. Wait, why do I feel like I've seen this before? Yeah, wait, yeah, I did see this before. Yeah, I knew it. So I think this is it. Yeah. There you go. Ah, why did you do that? Sorry about that. Intermission.
Don't you ever talk to me in that manner again! Respect me, or I will make sure you suffer much more than you already have to!
What? What are you going to do to me?
There is a payment for not keeping your end of the bargain.
Please don't let me go bald.
Not completing a ritual always has consequences. Especially the more profane ones like reviving a human being.
There was a handout for that? The scene around me changes radically with the blowing of wind, transforming every particle in just a few seconds. A visible confusion and astonishment is visible from the face of the professor, who doesn't seem to understand what is happening.
What is this place? Why are we in the middle of the road?
Is this the part where he's gonna get run over?
Just look straight down the road. Look closely. Appreciate what's in the distance.
A speeding car can be seen in the distance on the road. The sound of the car cannot be heard at the present distance, but it gradually becomes more noticeable as it approaches.
Do you see that car coming from far away?
Yeah, sure, what's up with that?
Yes, but I don't understand. This is the outskirts of the city, right?
That's just part of the surprise.
The car speeds towards the professor, immediately triggering the man's nerves.
Wait, the car is heading straight for us!
Jump!
You mean straight for you?
Oh, you dick. The professor tries to pull left the road and stand on the side off to avoid being hit by the car. But before he can make a move, the strange being stands behind the professor, squeezing his shoulder with his hand and issuing a warning.
Don't even think about it. You're not moving from here.
Why not? I'm gonna get run over if I don't.
Please! I beg you!
No, don't be alarmed yet. The best part is yet to come. Do you know who's inside that car?
Who's that people? Is it the 5 of them when they were all alive? The professor's changed to one of horror as he caught a glimpse of the faces of those in the car.
No! It can't be!
My dead wife! Wow, what a twist. Okay.
No!
The man's body shot out at full speed, scattering organs and viscera in various parts of the road. A heavy tone fell at a distant point, towards which the human-shaped creature was looking. After a few seconds, the strange creature took a few steps towards the professor's body and bent down to whisper in his ear.
Never try to cheat the Codex Abyssus. The punishment for not successfully completing the resurrection ritual is to be killed by the people you love the most.
Oh man.
Your wish was to be with your wife again, and I will grant it to you sooner than you think.
Well, look at the bright side.
Although, maybe not in this life.
Well, I've had a good life, I guess. What's so bad looking forward to a new life?
Enjoy it, my dear friend.
Thank you, dear friend.
Enjoy the torture of living your last days in agony.
Oh, you meant that? No, I won't enjoy it.
And you better not reveal the truth about this. Rest assured that no one will believe a single word of it.
Wait, I'm still alive?
As for the book, I think it would be all right to leave it here for a while. It would be a fortune if it fell into the hands of another human being. At least one who is willing to keep his promises and his rituals.
Ow, my face. Both Mr. Harrison's body and the creature's body disintegrated with a gust of wind. The creature could not be seen by the students, and neither was the body by the time they wanted to get out of the car. The only evidence that anything had happened was a book. Okay. Goddamn. After an indeterminate amount of time, I finally feel like I have come out of the trance I was in. I felt like I was in the present and in my reality, away from that strange vision I had. My eyes were closed, but I could perceive a strange sensation with my body. Was I lying on rocks? When I opened my eyes, indeed what I found was a pile of rubble under my body. Slowly I placed myself in a fetal position as I tried to gather the strength to get up.
It hurts.
One of my legs was slightly injured with some bleeding. It must have been from the multiple impacts I received in the river stream. The river. Wait a second, wasn't I supposed to be about to fall into the mouth of the river? Duh, you.
Where am I?
I looked around and tried to identify where I was. It definitely didn't seem to be a familiar place to me. But after a few seconds, having almost completely regained my consciousness, I was overwhelmed by a much greater concern. I looked around me for any clue as to where I was, but I said I could only make a pile of ruins and rubble around me.
It's so strange.
I dare say there's something eerie about this place just by feeling the atmosphere. It's like a feeling of heaviness, of discomfort, like someone is watching me all this time. I was so focused on looking for an explanation as to why I was here, that I hadn't noticed that there was a book in front of me. I approached the object cautiously, taking care not to handle it too much. Is Andrew gonna revive Amelia? As soon as I reached my fingers towards the book, a horrible sensation invaded my whole body. A rotten smell and an icy surface was what I encountered when I tried to make contact with the strange tome.
Oh my god. It's the Codex Abyssus.
I carried the heavy book with both hands and placed it under my right arm. I made sure that the book was firmly in place and that I wasn't going to drop it despite its considerable weight.
Madison told me about this. Apparently, this book was used by Mr. Harrison to complete his ritual.
Mr. Harrison? God, how could I have forgotten that?
I was in some kind of weird dream, seeing everything in the third person. And there I saw Mr. Harrison talking to some kind of creature or demon. The photos! There were 5 photographs with each of us. That explains why we've been going through all these strange occurrences. Although, it's still not clear how that vision came to me. As if someone deliberately wanted me to know what Mr. Harrison had done. And I'm very concerned that there's an even bigger entity behind Mr. Harrison.
I had gotten too excited trying to jump to conclusions about everything that was going on. I honestly didn't understand either how I went from nearly drowning in a river or a sea to being in this ruined building in who knows what remote place. At least I could be grateful that I was not dead. Hooray! Always look on the bright side of life. I walked through several rooms and corridors in the same condition. All around me stood a huge structure, full of old and dilapidated objects. After walking for various minutes, and being sure that I was in a simple old structure, a curious artifact caught my attention. Ah, what a strange artifact that looks like a broken door. A peculiar door, wait, really? Through which I could glimpse a narrow staircase leading to a distant upper floor. I opened the door cautiously, confirming that what was in front of me was an immensity of steps. I looked from the bottom of the stairs upwards, noticing that the other end wasn't even distinguishable given how high they reached. I was about to take the first step and start climbing, but a familiar voice stopped me in my tracks.
Andrew!
Holy crap, she's still alive? Is that the devil's whisper? An intense shiver ran through me as I heard the echo of her voice reverberate through the building. My back was turned to the person who spoke to me by name, which meant I was unable to see her. I slowly turned my head, closing my eyes and hoping that it wasn't that person. But when I finally opened my eyes and our gazes made deep contact, I knew it was who I feared. And what happened to your hair and eyes?
Amelia. But...
When did you color your hair?
No. It's impossible. We thought you were...
Dead? Oh, Andrew. If I were really dead, do you think I could be here?
Yeah, it's called being an undead.
No. I don't understand. How?
Shh. Shh. Don't make noise. Someone might hear us. Come here, Andrew. Come closer to me.
What? Why?
Don't trust the bitch.
Just do it, Andrew. Come closer to me. Just like you've done so many times before.
Does it seem like Amelia would say these things? No, she wouldn't.
Come closer. Closer. More. More.
Files number 1. You're not real.
No. Get away from me! You're not real! You're not!
Real? Why would I need to be real?
Because humans have sentimental value over things that they do find something important, like, I don't know, real people.
Oh, come on, Andrew. I never thought you were so... naive. Do you really think that by being afraid of me, you're going to get rid of me?
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Get rid of you? What do you mean?
Oh, you're gaslighting me.
I mean that you'll never know what peace of mind is. I'll never give you the benefit of being happy after you let me die.
I was supposed to keep you alive? What the fuck? Dude, you were the one who wanted to solve the whole mystery of this shit.
What? But I didn't.
You let me die, Andrew! I'm dead because of you!
Dude, why are you blaming me for your death?
If you had stopped me that day, if you had done everything you could to stop me from investigating farther, maybe I'd be alive.
But then you'd be researching it all by yourself, investigating everything from top to bottom, back to zero. So what's the difference? Except, you're dead.
But you didn't. You let me die. You drove me to my death. You murdered me!
I didn't murder you. I indirectly killed you, maybe. Sure. Let's agree to disagree.
You killed our illusions! You killed me!
Yeah, don't shout at me. Yeah, I get scared with loud noises.
Enough! You are not Amelia, and I will not allow you to usurp her name. Amelia was the most caring person I have ever met in my life. She was a human being with so much empathy that everyone around her could see it. You are just a figment of my imagination. A vile lie created by my mind to torment me. And I will not allow it!
Yeah, you tell him, Andrew. The being who was pretending to be Amelia stared at me with a hateful expression in her eyes. After a few seconds, she slowly took a few steps back, but without taking her eyes off me. Ha! And as she slowly walked away, her body disintegrated, vanishing into thin air. That was confirmation that she wasn't Amelia. I fell to my knees on the ground, completely shattered by the intensity of the scene I had just been a part of. Deep down I had a deep fear that this being was indeed Amelia, that she was claiming me for not stopping her from going deeper into this. But I only had to listen to her tone of voice to see that it wasn't true. She was just a mirage disguised as the girl I once loved so much. So, I was in deep pain knowing that Amelia was dead. No one had confirmed it, but I had no doubt about it either. Amelia, my dearest Amelia. Tears fell from my face as I tried to hold back the urge to let out a deep sob. But I couldn't stop to mourn her death. Instead, I had to seize this opportunity to take action. I cannot give up. I cannot let Amelia's death be in vain. I wiped away my tears and rose from the ground with determination, trying to not waver in my resolve. Now I was all alone and ready to climb to whatever awaited me above. I only hoped that this would not be my last contact with another human being before I lost my life. I really hoped that this decision would not have worse consequences. Please, God, protect me. Excuse me. Slowly, I climbed the steps one by one in the dark. My footsteps are fearful due to the narrowness of the stairs and the absence of handrails in the dark. On top of that, the horrifying psychological factor of not knowing what will be at the top of the stairs invaded my soul to indescribable levels. The good old primal fear. Little by little, the stairs I'd already passed were fading away, as more stairs loomed ahead. More stairs. Several minutes had passed, and it seemed I wasn't even halfway down yet. As I looked back, I could only realize that the place I had come from no longer even existed, and all that lay before me was darkness. Am I high? But I had no fear in my decision to reach the other side. Why did Andrew cross the road to get to the other side? The stop would have been suicide, a direct pass to the other world without much effort. But securing the peace of mind of the people who loved me also made me lose the courage to want to die. I couldn't even imagine Madison and Mum's reactions if I found myself missing or even dead. So my only path was to follow this stairway. I just had to think that what would be at the end is, with any luck, the end of this whole nightmare and the cessation of my relentless research for answers. At a certain point, a huge wooden door blocked my way, but it also reaffirmed the idea that I had reached the end of the journey. And I reached the end of the journey because this was my destination. Whatever it was on the other side was the result of yearning so much to know the truth. Alright. What the hell? Is that Amelia? Oh, okay. Oh no, it's that face. It's somebody I don't know. Oh God, a human figure, pale skin, clawed and about my height. So on the other side of the door, hey, you don't look half bad. I was expecting like an evil, demonic thing. But yeah. Although I was startled at first, I tried to remain calm and show no signs of fear. I looked down at me, noticing that there was no floor as such on which I was standing. Rather, it was as if we were both floating, with no forces of gravity or anything blinding us to the ground. There was a macabre smile on the creature's face, delighted by my presence here. Although I didn't really know what this place was either, as there was no physical reference I could give.
Welcome, Andrew.
What a warm welcome. I got quite excited to hear my name come out of his lips and to hear this creature talking to me as if he had known me before.
How do you know my name?
Oh, don't worry. I know a lot about you than just your name. But please, come. Make yourself comfortable. Enjoy your stay in this, my humble home.
Okay, so I just sit on the ground. Got any chairs, tea, drink, anything to offer me?
Your home? What is this place?
I'd say not too shabby, but I can't even describe it in human terms.
This place is many things, and none at once.
Great description.
Ah, but how rude of me. I did not introduce myself properly. I beg your pardon. My name is Mephistopheles.
Mephistopheles. Are you...
A bad guy?
Yes. I am what might be considered a demon.
So a bad guy.
But don't be afraid. Please, fear not from me.
Yeah!
To show you trust, I allow you to call me in a slightly less distant manner. You can call me Mephisto, or more easily, Mephis.
How about penis? Oh,
Mephis. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. But let's not be so formal, please. I don't like to be so serious with my guests.
Your guests? Am I a guest of yours?
I mean, I don't see any other people around here.
Indeed. You are here because I have given you permission to enter this room. Although, well, it's not just down to you. Your father had a lot to do with it too.
My daddy?
My father? You know him?
Of course. I know him better than the back of my hand. Your father was a faithful servant to my cause.
Oh, you're lying now. I can tell.
He was a devotee of mine, a true slave at the command of his master.
A slave? I will not allow you to refer to my father that way!
Shh. Calm down. There is no need to get excited. Your father was a slave of mine. That is true, but under very different conditions than you imagine. He was my slave because he wanted to be. Because it was his choice, his purpose in life, his reason for being. If it hadn't been for him, believe me, you wouldn't be in this place.
Thank you, Dad.
My father was a follower of yours? He was a demon slave?
He was a slave, but a very, very high-class one.
Is that still a compliment or something? I still feel like that's an insult.
Thanks to him, humans can contact me. So even though he was a subordinate of mine, he was also my most faithful and sincere friend. Oh, Ethan Matthews. He was like a lapdog who followed my every command to the letter.
Stop referring to my father in that way!
All right. Let's just calm down a bit. There's no need for us to have a pointless discussion.
You mentioned something about he was a high-class slave. What do you mean by that?
He was a slave that knew hygiene?
I don't think there's any need to explain it to you. You know perfectly well what your father was doing.
Well, I'm afraid I don't. I honestly don't understand a word you're saying.
I doubt that very much, to be honest. I've heard on multiple occasions that you knew about your father's travels. And, if I'm not mistaken, on multiple occasions he took you and your sister on his travels. So don't tell me now that you weren't aware of what your father was doing.
No, I still don't because I'm outside of, and yeah, I'm only limited by the information given to me, so I don't know Andrew's past.
No, we had no knowledge of that.
And besides, we were children back then.
Those were trips to the countryside, that's all. Even Mom knew about it.
Ow. Your mother. Your poor sainted mother. It would be a shame if your mom knew about your father's atrocities too, wouldn't it?
Did Mom know about it?
Of course she knew. She's always known.
What the fuck?
And, in case you haven't noticed yet, your mother has been supporting your father all this time in his ideologies. From the shadows.
The Book of Shadows.
That's not true. It's not!
It is, little boy. It's true that your mother also knew about everything your father did.
Does that explain why we're so rich looking? You financed our lifestyle?
But what did my father do? I don't understand.
Oh, Andrew. Sometimes you refuse so much to see the reality in front of you that you hurt yourself by hiding it from yourself.
Speak up then. Stop giving me such fuzzy information.
Andrew makes a good point.
I don't think you really want to know that.
Oh, yes, I do.
Tell me.
Why would I do that?
Because you brought it up, you asshole.
Because you don't have a reason not to either.
You have a point. You're not as stupid as I thought. But how boring would it be to just tell you everything? Besides, I don't like to waste energy telling stories I already know by heart. Instead, I think it would be better if you saw it with your own eyes.
The creature raised its right arm, closing its eyes and muttering something unintelligible words to me. From one moment to the next, an intense light came over me, robbing me of my energy and shutting down my consciousness. I felt myself falling into a deep sleep, a sleep I had no will to escape from. A deep darkness is the continuation of the light that invaded my gaze just a few seconds ago. I thought it would be in a dreamlike state, but it said I was fully conscious. I couldn't see anything, but I knew I was alive and that something was about to happen. Suddenly, a beam of light appeared like fire before my eyes. Too bright. A vastness was my first visual reference as I was able to perceive something more than light and shadow. The darkness of the cosmos with the light of the galaxy formed a beautiful scene that delighted the deepest parts of my being. Planets, stars, and constellations, everything could be appreciated despite the distances that would seem unreal to any human being. I felt like a god being able to be in space, something very few humans had ever been able to do. Suddenly, four lights manifesting in the form of fire appeared around me. Are angels and demons just aliens from other planets? I knew that those lights belonged to beings with consciousness, and that they were not in that place by chance. And it was only a matter of minutes before strange voices echoed throughout the space around me.
Do you know why we brought you here?
No.
I don't know.
Turned my hand to the right side, seeing Memphis on one side of me, tied to ropes sticking out of the darkness.
This is very offensive. We don't need to go to these lengths.
You are in no position to make any demands. You know perfectly well what you have done.
But that was not my fault!
You had the opportunity to make up for your mistakes, and yet you were unable to do so.
I don't have to take responsibility for the stupid things humans do!
You allowed them to go on doing it, even though you knew they were acting in your name.
That was your responsibility! You are the Guardians of Light! Don't you boast that you maintain peace and order in the universe? Then why didn't you do anything?
He's got a point.
The Guardians of Light will never directly intervene in the decisions of human beings.
Oh, come on.
Bullshit! You always help those damned humans by giving them stupid advice that serves no purpose.
Intervening is not the same as advising.
Ugh, whatever. You didn't do anything to stop what those humans were doing either.
Because they were doing it under your orders, Memphis.
In your name, they have murdered, raped, kidnapped, offered lives. And all for what? To prove that you have the power to control the masses?
I mean, it's a start.
Whatever these humans have done, I am not responsible for it.
The decision is made. The jury of the four Guardians has decided that corrective punishment is necessary.
Punishment? What the hell are you planning on doing to me?
The Universal Court deems it prudent that you be imprisoned in the lands of light within a negotiable time of 2,000 years without contact with the outside world.
2,000 years? Can I... God damn it. Can I at least have a PS5? Oh, no, wait. PS5 doesn't have any games. PS2?
2,000 years? And what the hell do you think I'll be doing in that damn place for all that time?
There's a chance for a reduced sentence, as long as you show good behavior.
So just give me a PS2 and games and I'll be the best behavior ever.
Nonsense! I'm not staying in that place.
Then face your fate and accept your mistakes.
Damn it. I'm not going to do it. I will not let you lock me up!
Oh no, I got locked up. Damn it. The loud sound of chains pulling on the demon's limbs could be heard. No doubt I was witnessing an act of torture by these strange beings towards Memphis for his misbehavior. I feel as if a wave expands inside me, pulling me out of that vision and bringing me back to reality. Breathing becomes difficult during this entire course, making my lungs unable to hold enough air. My heart stops a few moments due to the immense distances I was being moved against my will. A few minutes pass in silence and solitude before I feel physically calm, indicating that we have returned to the present. Fortunately, my heart rate normalizes and my breathing gradually becomes less heavy. Oh wait, god damn it. Sorry fellas, I have to end it here because I have to prepare for work. So this is the Devil's Whisper. So every bad thing that humans do is because we were influenced or was ordered by Mephistopheles. Yeah. If you want to try the game for yourselves, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves. Demons are dicks.